Hey everyone, my name is Marco Motino and I am the CEO and founder of Dibbly. And in this video, we're going to go through how to use the outliner tool. All right, so let's open a project and let's go to our friend Kip Generate here. And in this video, we're going to focus on the outline. So I'm going to click this tool and I'm going to move my camera over. So with the outline, essentially, it'll create you a highly detailed outline for both fiction and nonfiction, and it's going to tailor it based off your audience choice as well. So for this, let's work with adults. We're going to go fiction story. Let's do, so it generates quicker. Let's do 10 chapters, 40,000. The book itself is going to be 40,000 words. The title, by the way, we're going to make this optional soon, but right now it is required. So let's just say we're going to work on an alien invasion book. So we are not alone. So that's the title, horror, thriller. And then the explanation of the book, I'm going to keep it super brief just so you can see the power of our outline tool. But in here, you can be as specific as you want. You can put in the plots, the characters, the main theme, just about anything you can include it in here. And then our outline tool will make sure that the outline it creates and the flow, it all matches your requirements. So for here, we're just going to say there is an alien invasion on planet Earth and things get ugly. Let's just be as vague as possible. Okay, I'm going to hit generate. And now with outline generation, specifically fiction, it can take some time just because there's a lot of content it's working on. It's hashing out the characters, hashing out the scenes, hashing out the locations, the descriptions, everything. And I'll show you that. So, and again, you have your, while this is being worked on, you can minimize, continue doing your work or whatever, go into, start another tool, start generating some other content. But you don't have to stay here. So I'm just going to pause and we'll come back as soon as it's done. All right, so it's done. This, we actually recently speed up our generation. So I think this took about 2 minutes. So I'm going to open it up. And now you can see that you have the content all here. I'm going to save this to a note just so it's easier to go through. Save to note. And now you get an outline. Yeah, we are not on the line. Okay, cool. So this is a fiction outline. And you'll see that it generated for this story just over 8,000 words. And I'm going to quickly run through it. So we got the main plot, your subplot, your premise, your one sentence premise, who your audience is, the style of how the book should be written, the characters, the locations, the trope categories, the overall atmosphere and mood, how the book is going to end or how it should end. And then it goes into location descriptions further and really describes every location within the story for you. Then it goes into character descriptions. And here it's going to describe every character in detail. Keep going here. So we have David. I think there was 5. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going. You can see sometimes the formatting messes up a little bit. We're working on improving that to keep it as consistent as possible. But here, this covers everything from like age, ethnicity, who they are, their personal traits, who their family is, their parent, like everything, their entire backstory is all done here. And then we get into the chapter descriptions. So now it's describing the chapters and its flow. It's creating that story for you, that flow. And for this, I think we did all the way up to 10 chapters. I'm just going to keep scrolling. And there you go. In 2 minutes, I was extremely vague with my input, and it created such a detailed outline for you that flows well. has all the characters, has the locations, has that story, and yeah, 2 minutes, very little detail. And the more detail you give it, the closely it's going to match the vision that you have for your book. So this is fiction, and now I'm going to show you nonfiction. Let's go back to Kip, go back to outline, and let's go do a nonfiction version. And let's do a adult, 10 chapters again. We'll do 30,000 words. Let's just do, I'm going to move this over. Let's do a diet book. So let's do keto diet. For example, genre is health and fitness. Main topic, how to use keto diet for weight loss. The book takes the readers through a journey of weight loss by using keto diet. Explains, so I'm going to go a little bit more detailed. Explains diet, benefits, foods to eat, foods to avoid, and how to lose weight fast on this diet. A little bit more detailed in the fiction, but still pretty vague considering. I'm going to hit generate. And then again, I'll be back once it's done. All right, so the outline is done. Again, this was pretty quick. I think it took 2 to 3 minutes, give or take. I'm going to save it to a note, confirm, and then this is going to be the keto diet outline. All right, this is it. You're going to see it has a different format than the fiction, and I'm going to quickly run through it with you. So you have your requirements, the 3 objectives of the manuscript description, so just a brief description of what it's about, the key reader takeaways, so what the reader is going to get out of the book, the questions that you should be answering in the book, who your audience is, why the audience is going to read your book, top books in your niche, the style and tone of how you should write the book, analysis of your competition, as well as how you're going to differentiate. And then we go into chapter summary. So it's going to break down each chapter for you, summary, subpoints, and then potential sources that you can use. Now we're refining this a little bit. So it's more live links that you can just click on and instantly go to that source material. But that will be on the next version of this. And then I think it was 10 chapters we selected. So we'll just go down to 10. And yeah, there you go. Couple of points in. I was a little bit more information than the fiction, but not really that much. Pretty vague still. And then you'll see that it gave you a really solid outline that now you can use and, give it to someone to write it yourself, or use it as kind of like a base for your outline and go in and now just touch it up and add the points that you would love to be covered. Or once you have this, just generate a new one based off that output and start being more specific and refine that outline. So you can see that you get an outline generated very, very fast. And again, for every outline generation, we have your history, and you can go back and see your inputs, see your outputs, what it produced, and then always have a history of all your content that you create. So that's it. Thank you for watching.